Welcome to this CBSE Class 12 English lesson on Jennifer's Tiger. This is part 1. Now in this poem there are 3 stanzas. The first one describes the tigers, the second one describes on Jennifer's life, and the third one describes the intensity of the problem that she's going through. So the order we will follow is, I would prefer to take stanza 2 because it deals with Aunt Jennifer's problems, and then stanza 3 because it tells us about the intensity of the problem, and then we will go to stanza 1 which tells us about the solution that she sought. Okay, what are the themes? The themes are oppression of women in married life, gender roles, what is the role of a man, what is the role of a woman, especially in marriage, then power, who has power, who does not have power, and what is the implication, and patriarchy is when only the man or the males have a say in the matter and women don't matter at all. Come, let's see, we'll start with stanza 2. Aunt Jennifer's fingers fluttering through the wool find even the ivory needle hard to pull. Now what these 2 lines tells us is, it tells us her Aunt Jennifer's fingers are fluttering, is trembling, she's fearful. There is a problem in her life and therefore she's trembling and she's shivering. How big is the problem? Well, even a simple thing like the wool work that she's doing. She's creating a tapestry, and this wool work she's doing is very simple. It's not difficult, but it's mentioned finds even the ivory needle hard to pull. That means even the simple work has become difficult. It tells us that there is something seriously wrong. Now, if you see the next 2 lines, the massive weight of Uncle's wedding band sits heavily on Aunt Jennifer's hand. So this is the answer. If you are wondering what happened and why she's having a problem, this is the problem. The marriage is a problem, and it is also shown by Uncle's wedding band. Now, a wedding band is a wedding ring. At the time of wedding, they put a ring, and the ring is in the form of a band. It does not have any design. It's a plain strip. It's a plain band, so it's called a wedding band. So it's Uncle's wedding ring that is on her hand. She is married, and the marriage is having a problem. Sits heavily upon Aunt Jennifer's hand. It's taking its toll on her. It is not easy. The word heavily means things are really not easy for her. Let's see. This is what you see on the left is a wedding ring. A wedding ring symbolizes a married relationship. 2 people becoming one, 2 people sharing life, and 2 people making life happy and meaningful for each other. But in Aunt Jennifer's case, it was like the picture on the right. The 2 bands were actually the handcuffs that were there on her hand. Her marriage turned out to be more of a sort of trap for her. If you see that it can be locked and she cannot escape. So that actually is her problem. Let's see, we'll come to stanza 3. Stanza 3 actually tells us about the intensity of the problem. How intense is the problem? We come to know in stanza 3. When Aunt is dead, her terrified hands will lie still ringed with ordeals she was mastered by. Now, many students are confused and they say that does this pertain to afterlife? No, it is not pertaining to afterlife here. See, what happens is there are problems. Problems can be solved maybe in a few minutes, in a few days, in months, maybe years. But in this case, in Aunt Jennifer's case, this problem she's having in a marriage that is dominated by her husband, a marriage that is made miserable by her husband, seems there will not be a solution, at least in this lifetime. That is the expression. So therefore they use the word dead. Till she's living, this problem is not going to be solved. There are problems that can be solved, but in her case it's not going to be solved, and therefore they use this, saying that even if she's dead, which means there's no chance of this problem being solved, her terrified hands are the hands that were terrorized by her husband because of that particular relationship. Still ringed. The word ringed again here would be once more, she will be still, she's a married woman. There's a ring, and the drink also could be she is trapped. She's trapped till death. Was ring with ordeals are the hardship, was mastered by. Now this is again very serious. It tells us about the intensity. It tells us about a master-slave relationship. It is not just a marriage that has gone sour or there is a problem in the marriage. Uncle got married to her because maybe he just wanted to purchase a wife, purchase a woman in his life, purchase somebody who could do things for him. In other words, she was a slave purchased by him on the pretext of marriage. Now that serious is the problem, really. And now one can wonder why her hands are trembling, why she's finding things so difficult, because this is how a marriage ended up to be. So this third stanza tells us about the intensity of the problem. So the first two lines tells you about the intensity of Aunt Jennifer's problems, and the next two lines tells us about the intensity of the solution. So I'm going to take it when we take stanza 1, because stanza 1 is a solution that she sought. Come, let us see. Before we go to stanza 1, we'll just try to understand. This is a very small picture, so please try to understand this. It is a conscious and unconscious mind. It's a picture of a sea, and if you see, there's an iceberg. The major part of the iceberg is beneath the water. Only around 5% can be viewed above the water. Yeah, 95% is below the water. So similarly, the conscious mind is the 5% and the unconscious mind is the 95%. We don't know. So whenever there is a problem, we can't face it, like how Aunt Jennifer couldn't face this problem, it is always pushed into the unconscious. Now remember, one thing is, the moment it is pushed into the unconscious doesn't mean that the problem has vanished. Problem has not vanished. On the contrary, the problem could get worse and come out more powerfully and express itself in so many different ways. Different ways in which the unconscious can express itself. If you see your other lesson also, the third level, Charlie couldn't take the problems of the modern day, and therefore he also sought to push it into his unconscious, and it expressed itself into him wanting to escape to an earlier period where there was no problem. So the moment we put it here, it will find a way out to express itself. Now in Aunt Jennifer's case, we will see how the unconscious expresses itself. So that is stanza 1. So stanza 1 is a solution. Her unconscious mind is expressing what she couldn't get in her real life and in her conscious life. So all these things that she has done, she's creating a tapestry, is nothing but an expression of her unfulfilled desire. These are the deepest desires of her heart. Aunt Jennifer's tigers prance across the street. Prance is moving very briskly. It is sharply contrasted to Aunt Jennifer, who couldn't move. She was almost paralyzed in this sort of problem and in this relationship. Bright is contrasted with the darkness in her life. Topaz is like, again, yellow or golden color. It symbolizes energy. She lacked energy. Denizians are like citizens. Citizens belong to a particular place. Aunt Jennifer wanted to belong to somebody, to some place, but she was not finding that place her own, because she found that place to be like she's a slave purchased in that place. Of a world of green, again, the world of green is the original world that was created, full of greenery and freedom, and only to be destroyed later on by man. So the original marriage was a marriage of relationship, only to be destroyed by uncle. They do not fear the men beneath the tree. Again, she selected one thing is tigers, because tigers represents one of the most powerful animals in the jungle. And these animals don't get scared even of the men. The word men is used because her problem is directly related to a man. You know, the man causing a problem. They could be hunters, they could have guns, but yet the tigers don't fear, because what she's trying to express is a deep desire to be fearless. She couldn't be in her real life, so she's expressing it to the tigers that she's creating on the screen. Yeah, they pace in sleek, chivalric certainty. Chivalric certainty is like, chivalric is when the man who's very strong, masculine, and full of energy, and he uses this energy to actually honor a woman or respect a woman. That is chivalric. She did not get that, and she's showing that as one of the traits of the tiger. Certainty is like the tigers are certain, she was uncertain. These are some of the points. I do hope that you will be able to answer the questions. If you like this video, I request you to kindly subscribe to it and press the like button, because you see, we don't charge you anything for these services. We just want you to do your best, and wherever you have problems, we try to solve it. Yeah, so there is no charge, but when you subscribe, we get charged up, we get motivated. Please also share it with your other student friends if they need it. Yeah, please watch out for my next video, that is part 2, where I will discuss the question answer. Thank you very much.